subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
But can you rock it like...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now Ryan on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 76 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 18. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on third down, Watson rolling to his right, finding Fouls complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. A toss play. This is high. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Allen Bailey coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going for it. It's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Yo, the skills is up.
We'll just click on here favorites and then both of them.
On 1st down, Watson.
Come on, he can never
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Come on, he had that right in his pack.
Should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. 3rd down here. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow.
I'm
going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
You got one lucky play.
1st down, a run with Hyde. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I saw what I missed there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the counter, this is Hyde.
Wow.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And the catch made by Johnson.
Wants it.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Should I go for the Philly? Nah, who needs a Philly when you could get a TD?
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive on 4th. They'll go again and try it once more. Here we go on 4th. Watson.
Yo, pass interference. He pushed my... Oh, my God. Yo, he pushed the guy. Oh, my
and the Falcons
God.
defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy.
Come on.
McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
He's fumbling.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Ryan.
Nice. I knew I was
going
going to
He goes down. J.J. Watt, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance.
And the pressure gets to him again.
J.J. Watt's coming in.
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
I like that
without a doubt,
a lot.
because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
There we go.
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Damn,
they try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. To throw is Watson. Incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but now
that
it's
was
3rd
pick
and
6
goal.
all over for them.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Darren Fells there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
Oh, this is ugly.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So
that
changes everything that you're doing
Clock's
here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
We're stopping.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Again, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Watson.
Come on, that was pass interference.
Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And this throw will be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he takes this one.
That was so close. You could cheat it.
Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
What we got? Mike, check. 59. Let's go.
Now it's Watson being chased out left. Finding room at the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. The final shot before the break. Watson flush to his right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
0. You should have
Coach,
0.
Appreciate
that
it.
lucky ass return.
Game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He finds his running back, Hyde. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Come on, he should have caught that.
Match up against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz. He's going to win that battle just about every time.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the pistol, they'll run with Hyde. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. He finds Hopkins
he
complete.
got it.
And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times. Because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, open man, the tight end falls. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Watson now, operating from the gun. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones. On 4th down, Watson.
He got it. He got it. He was past it.
He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down.
Come
Bill
on.
O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And
that
forget about
is
finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they work this out past the 25.
Yeah, he just got
that one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw.
He's got a man. Complete.
Come on, Julio.
Give him 30 yards there. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Again, they'll run with Freeman. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it.
You saw
the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This is brought in by Hardy. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here. They had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker.
Come on, we got to keep it to a field goal.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Touchdown.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to leave things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some
nice, good stop.
That's
it. He's done now.
Do they have to use timeouts?
He's done
what are they going to
now.
do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He's done now. This is it. Kick the field goal.
Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far.
Oh, yeah.
This is 3rd and 4. Ryan on the handoff.
Get the field goal. Oh, come on.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Freeman.
Smack.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Oh, shoot.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. They'll set up the screen for Freeman.
Yep, nice stop. I had him all full. I had him all full. Kick that field goal.
Now it's fourth and goal. Instead of
yeah.
just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his
that's not even out of reach. I feel a touchdown was out of reach. This is easy. Onside kick. Nah.
That gives him a little cushion and makes
you got 2 lucky touchdowns, and then the only thing I'll give you is the field goal. I'll give you the field goal.
But it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Off of play action, it's Watson.
Go, he's
coming, and down he goes. Allen Bailey picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Because you're trash, bro. I had to let you win. I'm 4-0 against you. So I had to let you win, because if not, you'll never play me. And I might not even let you win.
Football as we welcome
if you keep talking, I ain't letting you win.
Let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
I let him get that.
Oliver with the INT.
Nah, the computer's playing slow.
And as we're recapping it, we're talking
computer's
about what
playing slow.
Did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense,
they're not.
Frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like...
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on.
They ain't give me nothing. I did that.
You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that
he was in there.
ready.
Come on.
No doubt about it.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver.
I'm getting it anyway.
Near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Oh my God, he should have fumbled that.
The 25 and down at
we got 3 timeouts. Let's play
line.
smart. He can run it all he wants. We're going to stop him. Dude, this game, oh my God.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Freeman again.
Yes.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
This is I need to stop right here.
Ryan to throw.
Oh, come on.
Jonathan Joseph
Come
there on the
on.
coverage.
Saving my timeout.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert.
Let's get it, baby.
Down,
Let's
but
get
what
it
an
over.
effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away,
Minute 18 seconds.
and brings up a 4th down decision.
Let's go. Block this punt.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away.
Good
Officially
shit,
just
good
27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge
Good,
factor.
I'm glad you did that, because that
It's
wasn't,
really not, because
that
this
should have been
amount of
picked
time
off.
gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences.
Nah, you,
And this
nah,
is what they
that,
work on
it should have been
every
picked
week
off,
in
but you don't know
practice,
what
usually
you're
on a
doing, so
Friday.
it's not.
They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do
No,
when
you
we
don't
have
get
the
one. This is
opportunity? They've
player
called these plays
skills.
a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw.
Damn, I got
And he
stuck
can't
behind
get the throw
him.
off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
A loss of 1 makes it 3rd and 14.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and it wasn't really